Football, for the love of the game. Dance football, for the love of the game.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you actually were joining us. My name is Mitlai, and I'm here for the Friday Night Club, your favorite show. I want to appreciate you again. Thank you for actually were joining. You can let me know where you actually were joining from so that we can actually introduce ourselves before we start. We have it packed today. You can see it on your screen there. Nigeria faced Ghana on Sunday in Wafubi Women's Final, the 17th final. The Jollof Derby too. The Jollof Derby is going to be taking place too. We also have the player focus. The player focus is what? It's on Samuel Chukwueze today. It's going to be very interesting. Guys, let me just actually wait for others to actually join. I have my very reliable and very busy co-host, just always very, very busy. I know his schedule, so don't be surprised to see him actually moving in quickly. So, Tabata, thank you for joining. So, Merry Christmas. How is it going in your area?
Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to all lover of Nigerian football, lover of our sports. Thank you to everyone that's been following this show from when it started this year up until now. We're very, very grateful for keeping up. Let's run up the numbers in the new year. I'm good, Smitlai. I'm still buzzing in the euphoria of Ademola Lookman winning the African Football of the Year.
I'm also happy, it's one of the best news this year. I won't lie to you, apart from Nigeria reaching the AFCON final, Lookman winning the African Player of the Year is also a fantastic news. So guys, let me know exactly where you're joining from. Let me know where you're joining from. Well, I'm joining from Manchester, and where I'm joining from Ireland, Republic of Ireland. Let me know, guys, where you actually want joining from. Just want to there's going to be the recording part too, but let's just, I don't want to waste too much time today. They say that there is this popular saying, charity begins at home. So I don't know, maybe you have been following the Nigeria under 17 women's national team. They beat Benin Republic 2-0, and now they actually they're going to be playing against Ghana in the final of the Wafubi under 17. Another Jollof Derby. We're having two Jollofs that day.
We're having
So what's your take on that?
Yeah, I think those girls are always superior to their counterparts. Nigeria is still at a level whereby the other nations have not caught up to us on that level of producing youngsters. They have not caught up to us. So I still believe the girls, they will do the job.
Yes,
Nigeria,
they will do the job because they did well in the last World Cup. So I also think that. So guys, you can just enjoy just the highlights quickly of the game between Nigeria and Benin Republic. Just a quick highlight. So apologies, so that was a miss. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know how she missed that. That was actually a miss. I don't know how she actually. I don't know how she actually would miss that. That was Janet. She plays for Nasarawa Amazons. I don't know how she missed that. So and she missed it. You can see the goalkeeper was outside, and you can see she actually she missed that. That was horrible. I'm like, you guys on Instagram, please, can you just move to YouTube, please? At Ghana Football 2 on YouTube. So and soon after, I think Nigeria actually was greater than okay. This is another chance again. But I can see how poor that miss looks like because it was just hand in net, and she could actually find the target. These guys. So let me just sorry, I don't know what else to put this one. So this one that just so that one just came across. But quickly, let me just it's 17 years old. Yes, very poor miss. But about that, you saw that miss. For 17 years old, is that one pardonable?
It's very pardonable. She's a striker. Strikers miss chances. So it can happen to anybody. For at least, especially for her age, she's still young. She's still in a developmental part, the development part of a football game. So it's possible. It's possible. Even the Haaland, he has missed. Exactly the best of the best miss.
So I don't think she should need to be crucified on that. Actually,
she doesn't need to be
crucified. The best of the best actually was missed that. So that was the penalty goal. That was Nigeria's first goal, and so that was Nigeria's first goal. So and the rest they say is history now. After that, they actually went on to actually win that game by 2-0. So what we can say basically is that. We wish they get the best of luck. I think that under 17 is the developmental tournament. They need to, just to learn how to play, and let's see if they can actually compete in the future. That's the most important thing. It's not about winning now, but when it comes to Nigeria and Ghana in the final, it's about the bragging rights. Because currently the Ghana under 17 team, they are banned from FIFA competition because of age cheat. So. And so they didn't go to the last World Cup. So they want to say that, okay, you guys wait. But if not because of the ban now, we can also perform, So maybe they're trying to show that, but I just hope that the girls can do the job on Sunday and make sure that we actually we lift the trophy. This is the inaugural edition of the Under 17 WAFU B. So that is it. So I wish you guys the very best of luck, guys. I'm going to let me just put it there at Ghana Football 2 on YouTube. Go and join. Just put it there. Sorry. So let's just move on to the Nigeria versus Ghana CHAN tournament. It's going to actually take place on Sunday. It's going to take place on Sunday. What's your take on that too? It's a double header because we're having under 17 play and also on the CHAN B2 play. What was it? Do you expect Nigeria to actually come out on top too in that game?
I saw the list. We have regular names that they speak a lot about in the league. The coaches are familiar with the league, with the players, so I expect a victory. I expect nothing less than qualification.
Yeah, I also expect too that we should be able to actually get the job done. I won't lie to you in Ghana because I just think that at least we don't try. So, but let me just quickly give you guys a quick preview of the Nigeria versus Ghana. I will not be. Don't forget, guys. This is just CHAN tournament, so it's not the proper level. So they call them the Black Galaxies. And we also call the Nigerian the CHAN Eagles, or people say it's Home Eagles. So anyhow you actually would put it, the CHAN Eagles or the Home Eagles against the Black Galaxies. The game will take place. It's going to be the first leg of the final round, and will take place actually on Sunday at the Accra Sports Stadium in Ghana. So this is not the first time that Nigeria will play against Ghana in this type of competition. In 2009. In 2009 edition, Nigeria did not even qualify at all, but Ghana actually went to the final straight away and actually but they lost. So let's just look at the first time Nigeria actually Nigeria did not qualify. Nigeria did not actually qualify again for the 2011, and the reason why we didn't qualify for the 2009 was because of Ghana. Ghana beat Nigeria 3-2. They won the first leg in Ghana by 3-2, and they drew 0-0. In Nigeria, so that was why they stopped us from qualifying. So and again, we also lost to Ghana in the semi-finals on penalties in South Africa in 2014. It's this same time again. So and Ghana won silver in 2014. Kudos to them. So Nigeria also actually lost to Ghana again Nigeria actually lost to Ghana again in the last CHAN qualifier. We lost 2-0 at the Cape Coast Stadium. We won 2-0 in Abuja, but and it went to penalties. At the end of the day, Ghana actually what triumph. We lost some of our penalties, and that was actually what how the whole thing actually what went. So both Nigeria and Ghana have never won the CHAN tournament before. Ghana have played in the final of the CHAN tournament. They lost. Nigeria too have also played in the final of the CHAN tournament too. We also actually what lost. We lost 4-0 to Morocco under Salisu Yusuf. So but we'll not be having like good, the tournament that will be good for Nigeria, in recent years because since that 2018 we have not even qualified for the CHAN tournament. So if we did qualify again this next year, it's going to make 6 years, and Nigeria have not actually qualified for a CHAN tournament. And you know what? That coincidentally, the last time too we played in the CAF Champions League was similar to the time that we qualified for the CHAN. That means that our league has been going down since about 5 years ago. And
that speaks volume. That shows
volume because the last
it's not a coincidence.
It's not a coincidence. Because the last time we played the CHAN, that was the last time that the team qualified for a CAF Champions League. That was Lobby Stars. And since then, the whole team don't they go down. So I just hope that this time around we will be able to actually to triumph. Before I go to the list of players that were actually called up for both sides for this game, I just want you guys to enjoy the the highlights of the last game that Nigeria actually played against Ghana at the Cape Coast Stadium when Nigeria lost the game by 2-0. And I also play the highlight too about the Nigeria game against Ghana at the Abuja too. So let's start with the one at the Cape Coast Stadium. So I'm going to actually get the one across, the one in the Cape Coast Stadium. Very, very interesting game. So guys, just let me just put that one on quickly. The one at the Cape Coast Stadium. So we're just going to show the goal because of time. I don't want the time to be too this thing. I don't want the time to be too. So I would just ask you to look at it and enjoy the highlight quickly of the yes. So that's actually what the highlights you can see. So you can see so that was a penalty by Afriye. It's now no longer based in the Ghanaian Premier League again. It's now based in Switzerland. So it's called the first goal for them. And they also scored the second goal later. So let's just enjoy some moment about it. So the goalkeeper for Nigeria was Adeyinka, the former under-17 international. It was by that time he was playing for Kwara United, but you can see clearly that it was actually.
Where is he now?
I'm not sure that it's in Kwara again. I think it's in Plateau United now. I think it's now in Plateau United now. So I don't think I don't think he's actually part of this team now. So the Ghanaians were really on Nigeria in this game. They really wanted to actually So you can see clearly that they dominated that game. They deserved to actually win. The scoreline was really flat on Nigeria. So it's another rare chance from Nigeria, dashing through the 18 and experience.
Flo.
I say yes. For me, I think that was actually purely an experience. So you can see clearly there that I think the Ghanaians actually they know exactly what they wanted to actually do, and they kept actually doing it. So let's just try and look at the second game. The second goal actually came very quickly now, and this was, guys, don't forget, this was under Coach Salisu Yusuf. So that was a goal. That was the second goal scored by Ghana. So that ended the hopes for Nigeria in the last championship. So that was it. That was actually the end of that game. Nigeria actually lost that game by 2-0. So The return leg too was in Abuja. You can see that was actually what in Abuja, and I'll just ask you guys to actually enjoy the penalty shootout that took Nigeria out of that tournament. Just enjoy the penalty shootout. We'll actually come back, then we discuss some tactical aspects of the game. So enjoy the penalty shootout. So let me just ask you guys to enjoy. So we know enough time to actually to play everything, but we actually lost that game on penalties. It was this guy, he's now playing in Tanzania now. He lost the penalty, and that was actually the end of it. So we failed to qualify, and this is now an opportunity now for Nigeria to actually look for a way to be able to get past
to right their wrongs.
Yes, to actually to correct their wrongs and actually get past them. Guys, I'm going to go on to what the coaches actually saying now. I'm going to end it on Instagram. Guys, if you want to join, go on YouTube and get football on YouTube. I'm going to actually end on Instagram now. I just want Instagram to actually just alert some people. Go on get football on YouTube. So just want to talk to so that you have looked at this state. This is like a class, like a test between the two leagues, the Nigerian Premier League and the Ghanaian Premier League. So do you think we should read so much to this game? What do you think? Do you think we read so much?
I've not been hearing good things about the Ghanaian league too.
Yes.
You know that time we used to hear about the Kotokos, the
yes.
Asantes.
Yes.
But, we haven't been really hearing anything. So also the Ghanaian national team has not been good. They haven't been able to even produce any outstanding player to get into their national team, unlike before.
Yes.
That will also say a lot about their league and to show that it's not so great.
Yes.
So maybe we should expect that the quality of the match is going to be very drab and very poor.
Yes. I also think that that way, but kudos to I won't lie to you. The guy, the what's it called, the coach of Ghana, Masu D. Dramani, is actually a fantastic manager. We're going to actually hear from him very soon now because during his press conference today, they asked him the question that what did you know about this Nigerian team? And he gave a very interesting answer. And I want us to listen to him. That then we'll now come back to the comment he actually made. So the voice of the guy you're going to listen to now is Masu Didi Dramani, is the coach of the Black Galaxies now. So just he made one important point. I really want us to actually to discuss. He made that important point, and let's just hold on a sec. I'm going to actually put him. So it's Masud Didi Dramani. So.
Coach, my name is Alfred. How long do you know this Nigerian team?
I think I have put an internal mechanism that rests within me, and then my technical staff. I create a lot of connections and bonding within and then outside Ghana, and so we have adequately followed their events, just as we anticipate that they would have also adequately followed our events. And then you can also understand that the coaches around the CHAN team of Nigeria are also part of their Green Eagles. So there can be some similarities of how the Green Eagles play. But I think that I have found my own way of finding, the necessary credible information in terms of how we need to map up. And so we are better aware of what the Nigerian team is made of. More especially, you need to follow the Nigerian league also. And then following the Nigerian league will give you some credible information of how individual players' style of play looks like, and how the coach wants to organize his team both on and off the ball, and then how they deal with set pieces situations. So I think that we have incredibly amassed some very relevant information that leads us. But you can understand that it's important to appreciate your opponent, but it's more credible when you know how you operate. So we appreciate what the opponent are, but I think that we have equally worked on ourselves in order to be able to believe in what we have, and then we also believe that we will take better care of our moments.
So, thank you. That was actually what Masud Didi Dramani. That was actually what Masud Didi Dramani, in that beautiful interview. He said something that, and I want to. He said that I've deployed a word, internal mechanism, to know the strength of the Nigerians. So, what do you think, based on your own experience, what do you think he's trying to talk about there?
He's trying to say that he has most likely studied the two coaches,
yes,
how they play, their philosophy, the type of players they like to use, and type of system.
Yes.
And so that's why I believe where it's coming from when he says that he has developed an internal mechanism. He has.
So,
and also, from the Super Eagles team, they have been involved. You can maybe from the team, you can get an idea of how they also play.
Yes. So, he said something about the style of play of the Super Eagles, that it will be similar to what to expect from the CHAN team. Do you think that listening to this, do you think that Ogunmayede and Ileshiku will try and look at it and see how to surprise Ghana, or do you think that they just go with what they know?
I think that first, they should try and find a balance between what they already know, and trying to keep the opponent guessing.
Yes.
Have a plan A, plan B, and a plan C.
Let's see. So
have different tactical adaptations.
Yes.
Don't just bank on. Don't just bank on if this is not working. Oh, we'll just keep at it. If this is not working, what's our alternative plan?
Yes. Yes.
You know these guys. You know their capabilities.
Yes.
You might not have been working with them like day to day, but you know majority of them.
Yes. So, which is actually what actually will understand you. For me, I just think that they should make sure that the method they deploy is actually what should work well that day, because this Masud Didi Dramani, I can tell you, was working Denmark before, for Midtjylland, for Norgeland, sorry, not Midtjylland, and he's also a guy that is very experienced. So I won't lie to you, Masudi Dramani is not a small boy when it comes to African football. And talking about Masudi Dramani too, he also gave us a list of players that will play that game. So the Black Glasses list that will play against Nigeria. Miyami Achari, you know, most of the guys listening here might not actually get familiar with the name. But there's one player I want to mention here. It's called Razak Simpson. Razak Simpson is a guy that I played with the senior national team of Ghana before. He played for Ghana against Angola in the AFCON qualifier that they drew 1-1. It was the one that came in for Alexander Juku when he got injured. Fantastic player. He did so well. In fact, I was surprised that the guy is home base player. He plays for Nations FC. And that player, you guys must know, is Jerry Afriye. Jerry Afriye is a guy that he was the best player at the under-20 Wafubi tournament. He scored against Nigeria in that final, and he also was the top scorer in that same tournament too. So fantastic personality, fantastic guys. I think that the two guys I see and Nigerians must really be aware of. Jerry Afriye already scored for Ghana's senior team too. He scored for them against Nigeria Republic, the equalizer in the AFCON qualifier. So I just think that our guys should be aware of these people, their strengths, and actually what their weakness, so that we don't actually just fall into that trap and we actually do well. Also too, they also release our list too for that qualifier. So we have Henry Ozodema of Enyimba, Kayode Bankole of Remo FC, and the defenders actually Ismail Sodiq of Remo Stars, Waliu Ojetoye of Ikorodu FC. If you are following Nigerian League, you know Waliu very well. Imo Obot of Enyimba is the captain of Enyimba currently. Junior Uduka of Remo, also captain of Remo. Victor Collins of Nasarawa FC. Ifeanyi Onyebuchi of Rangers International of Enugu. Stephen Monyo of Rivers United. Midfielders actually Gidifatokun of Remo Stars. Rabiu Ali of Kano Pillars. Xavier Isaac of Rangers. Musa Zayat of Academy Warriors. Anas Yusuf, the freaky specialist in Nigerian League of Nasarawa FC. Adamu Abaka of Plateau United. Sikiru Alimi of Remo Stars FC, Emmanuel Ogbole of Kwara United, Papa Mustafa of Niger Tornado. Those are the players that actually involved for Nigeria. So, let me just ask you this question. You have to be familiar with this list. So, just ask you this question. Out of these guys, which name do you think is it the man in the picture that stands out there? Which name?
Yeah, I think himself and Sikiru Alimi.
Yeah.
The two names that stand out.
Yeah. They both played the champ. Yeah, they're playing the champ before. So they are very experienced.
You should be looking to and saying that if push comes to shove, you should be able to. You should be an X factor for the team.
Yes, for me too. I think you actually will be an X factor for the team. I think that they should be able to look for a way to actually get past this stubborn Ghanaian team. So I've looked at the team very well, and I come up with my own lineup, and that is my own predicted lineup. I'm going to actually discuss that, guys. If you have any opinion, so guys, this is just Razak Simpson, he's the guy I'm talking about, and also Jerry Afriye, guys that Nigeria must actually must be aware of. So one funny thing, I want to ask you this question. It's controversial, but the coach of this team is the Remo Stars coach, Ogunmodede.
What about Ilechukwu?
Is the assistants. So the list that he invited 5 players from Remo out of the initial 70. No, he invited five players from Remo out of the 30. All of them made the team. Out of 18, 18 are traveling to Ghana. All of them made the team. Do you think they made the team because he knows them, or they made the team because with their Ghana? What do you think? Why do you think that all the made it?
I think he's taking his trusted soldiers.
Yes. Okay.
People that it's just like a coach coming to a new team, and he's just going to take like people that's familiar with his philosophy that will quickly to be able to adapt and understand what he wants to do.
Yes. So actually, they made the team. He said someone said they made the team because they actually would know them. Let me just try and take some comments quickly. John Jones said that he's joining from South Korea. Is it true? I didn't know about that. So they said that he's joining from Birmingham. Thank you, Deepo. Thank you for actually joining. P. Moyo said that these girls are great. Future is bright. Talking about the Flamingos. He said, I'm coaching them. No, it's Lechiku coaching them this time, and we are here. Let's go. Like me, thank you for actually joining. Talk about that. Our brother said that I'm scared of the Chan team because I don't see the coach giving more than we saw them did actually were done their clubs in the FPFL. Yeah. And also, I'm going to come to that one, Dagbada. And no acts of oak player. Maybe it's just a coincidence or they are not even good enough. Colabra said that they made the team because he knows them. Okay, that's a very good point. Let me just come from this that's comment. I want to ask you that whether do you think the performance in the league is limited because of the players they have? Do you expect something better from them this time around? The brother.
Honestly, I feel that even if the players are not good enough, are we seeing patterns of play that shows that okay, the coach is knowing what he's doing, but the players are not able to fulfill. Like if there's a setup, if there's a working system, and if the players are messing it up, you would know.
Yes.
You would know, to be clear. But if there's no pattern of play and it's just kick and follow, then you know that even the system is not there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's both sides. The system is not there, the players are not good enough. But if a coach has a very strong tactical understanding, he can bridge the gap of quality to a large extent.
Yes.
They are not playing an European team. You cannot tell me that Ghana itself are extraordinary.
Yes.
The difference in quality between Ghana and Nigeria would not, even if Ghana is better, would not be a lot. So I feel like the tactical understanding, tactical nuance should be able to bridge that gap.
Yes.
If there is lack in quality from the players.
Yes. Yes. I also agree with you too that if they want to, these things actually what the quality, they have the quality player. So I don't think it's what they have they are giving the league. I don't think that there's something that is somewhere that they did not actually what do. So let me just try and go over. I did the lineup and I want to show you how I think and how I expect Nigeria to line up against Ghana. I'm going to show you how I expect Nigeria to actually line up against Ghana. So just 1 sec. Some of you are already listening. I just want to. So those that have not. So how I expect Nigeria to actually line up against Ghana. So yeah. So let me just look at how I expect Nigeria to actually line up against Ghana. So this is how I expect Nigeria to line up against Ghana. Actually, what my predicted lineup against Ghana. This is how I expect Nigeria to line up against Ghana. I expect the goalkeeper to be Henry Ozo Emena of Enyimba FC. And I have my reasons. The reason why I think it should be Henry Ozo Emena is because I think that the CAF Champions League, the CAF Confed Cup experience, Kadiman Kole have not been the first choice for Enyimba, for Remo Stars FC. It's been Obasa. It's been Obasa.
If it's not been the first choice, so why is he making it to the team?
Yes, it's not been the first choice because it's been Obasa that kept all their CAF Champions League games. So I think Kadiman Kole was just keeping like some of those games. So that's the reason why I saw Ozo Emena. I think that I was so impressed with him in the game against Al Nassr in Egypt. I thought that he considered goals that I think that the defenders actually would let him down. So I think that if Nigeria wants to get a result against Ghana, I think we should go for a 3-5-2 formation. So I'm lining up with a 3-5-2 formation. In the defense, I'm going with experience. I'm going with Steven Monyo of Rivers United, a very tough tackler, as a right-sided center back. I'm going with Uduka Jr. He's the captain of Remo FC, a very experienced defender. He has been in the league for so many years, and I think he should understand what it takes to actually play at this level. I'm going with Victor Collins. Victor Collins got invited to the Super Eagles under Iguavan. He was training with Ekong and so on, in the last international window. Though he didn't get to play any game, but I think that his experience in the left side of the defense will actually what help. In fact, he has even played left back before for Nasarawa United. So I think that for him to play as a left-sided central defender, I think that one can actually what really help Nigeria. So the person I did not put here is Ifeanyi Onyebuchi. Ifeanyi Onyebuchi too is a captain of. He's been very impressive for Rangers International of Enugu in this year's Premier League. But I just think that the coach is Ilechukwu, and I saw the game they played in their friendly game. It's been Collins and Unduka, always in that defense line. That's why I'm thinking that okay, maybe the coach saw something and it's going with Unduka and Collins in that back line. Suggesting that Steven Monyo can add something, if it's going to be a 3-back. So in the midfield, it's going to be Papa Daniel. I went for Papa Daniel and Jide Fatokun in those base of the midfield. Jide Fatokun is a very good player. He was a former player of Kwara United. Very mobile, good tackler. Papa Daniel has been the most impressive player, according to reports, in their camp. So he plays for Niger Tornadoes. So I think that Papa Daniel and Fatokun can actually do a very good job in that defensive central midfield area. I also think that in that midfield, there's also Xavier Isaac of Enugu Rangers. He scored the first goal against Raymond Stars in their last warm-up game. Imo Obot is the captain of Enyimba, left-sided. He can be a left-sided winger, left back, left midfield, and also Ismail Sadiq. Ismail Sadiq was once called up for Nigeria. He played in the game against
Sadiq Bending.
Sadiq Bending. He played against Benin Republic in in the CAF in the World Cup qualifiers. So I think that experience will also be there. So up front, I'm not going for Sikiru Alimi because Sikiru Alimi had a knock just before they traveled to Ghana. That's why Sikiru Alimi is not here. So I'm going for Anas Yusuf. Is the current top scorer of the NPFL now. Anas Yusuf, a very, very good player, and also Emmanuel Ogbole. Emmanuel Ogbole plays for Kwara United. So these are my soldiers. I'm actually going for. So let me just I'm going for this is my best formation. I'm going for a 3-5-2 formation. What are the pros and cons of this 3-5-2 formation? How does it work?
The 3-5-2 formation, first things first, it gives you defensive solidity.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to, at least you have a reasonable extent of width, whereby your wing backs are able to cover a large gap, especially then when they are not able to cover for the defense. You have your right center back and left center back we can talk in, while your central mids, while the wing back recover. Then another thing, but one of the cons of this formation is you are going to overwork your two midfielders. They need to run. They need to work. They need to put in a lot of work.
In fact, Isaac coming to F Fatokun and Papa Daniel.
Yeah, that will make it work because, like I was saying, if not just the two, like everybody in the team will need to work, especially from the midfield, because 3-5-2 you need to cover a lot of ground.
Yes,
you need to cover a lot of ground. To cover a lot of ground.
So, which position do you think is the most difficult here now?
The wing backs. It requires a lot of energy. It requires a lot of bumping forward, and also one of the pros is this: it allows you to be able to occupy each spaces in the attacking line. Like the half spaces, you have somebody occupying it. The wings, you have somebody occupying it. You are able to occupy the two center backs. So yeah, it has his pros and its cons. Every formation has pros and cons.
Yes.
Hopefully they were able to adapt if it's not working and get the result.
Yes. So do you think that they can actually appeal from the back directly? Yeah, I think it should be.
I've not really watched them a lot, so I can't say. But this formation gives the ability to be able, because even if you look at teams nowadays, even if they play for from the back, majority from the build up, you always see like a 3-man.
Yes.
and
Yes.
build up. Even
Yes.
sometimes a 2-man, you see the
Mhm.
keeper in between and the center backs wide off them, wide
Mhm.
off the keeper.
Yes.
So
Yes. So okay, yeah. So how can you twist this formation to change into in the game? So it can be like a 3-4-3. So can you?
yeah, it can become a 3-4-3, can become a 4-4-2.
Yes.
It
Yes.
can become
So
like
yes.
and 3-5-2 is one of the formations that you can make it become whatever you want.
Yes.
So
Yes.
far, the players are able to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
Adaptability is also key in this system.
This system too. So actually, what I agree with you perfectly on that. That we need to be able to adapt very well. But for me, I think the key player in this team, a player to actually watch out for. Okay, so I was expecting someone like Papa Daniel to be very good. To actually a player to actually watch out for Nigeria. I think Papa Daniel and also what Emmanuel Ogbole, someone that should make this team. I don't know the reason why he did not make this team is Samuel Ayorinde. I don't know the reason why.
Where does he play for?
He plays
What team
for
does he
Shooting Stars. It was been very good. He even scored against Remo FC in their last warm-up. I don't know why Samuel Ayorinde was dropped, And for me, I'm also benching Rabiu Ali here because at 44, I think that he might not be able to start a game like this. At 44, I think he can, with his experience, he can come on and actually want to do something. So I also have.
You believe the legs are not there?
Yes, these letters actually were there. So guys, go on YouTube and actually join. I'm going to end the stream again on Instagram. Guys, go on YouTube. I just put it there to alert some people and know that okay, maybe we are not on you don't know us on YouTube at Young Football on YouTube. Go and join. You can send the request too. I'm going to post the link as soon as possible. Then you send the request and she will join. If you want to tackle my host, you don't agree with what he's saying. I will tackle my guest, I will my co-host. You don't agree with what he's saying. Come and tackle him. Go and send the request and come and tackle this lovely Arsenal man. So I have Idolton 2 is here for like this thing. Okay, all right. Yeah, I think that's actually what the main thing I want to actually work. But I know that you have a meeting, you're going to go very soon now. I would like you to maybe you can come back later and talk about Lookman, winning the African Player of the Year also. But
yeah, you know, like I said when we opened the show, I'm so glad it's well deserved.
Mm-hmm.
He has worked for it.
Yes.
When he joined the Super Eagles, I personally did not see him achieving this feat so quickly.
Yes.
But he's had a massive turn. Like things have turned around for him for good.
Yes.
Since the switch allegiance to the Nigerian national team, to Nigerian men's national team.
Yes.
He's worked so hard. Worked so hard. I remember him at this time in Fulham, at this time in Leicester.
Yes.
And when actually in Fulham, when things didn't really go well for him. But I think somebody said to him, I saw somewhere, Lookman is a late bloomer.
So, I just you can off the other one that you're using, if you don't mind. Yeah, you can just you can do that one that you're listening. You just put the volume to 0 in case you want to see yourself, and you can add the volume to 0 so that you can. So that's how it continues.
Yeah, somebody said that Lookman is a late bloomer, and I agree because the format with Lookman is on right now. Somebody said I saw on a podcast that left wingers right now in the world after Vinny comes Lookman.
Yes, we are going to. Well, unfortunately, you actually are having a meeting, but the player focus today is a very interesting personality that we actually were going to talk about. You are ready, but I'm happy that Lookman is the African Player of the Year. I'm happy that I've not put the link on the comment section yet. I'm happy that Lookman is the African Player of the Year, and I hope that because we need to discuss about him, maybe probably actually later. So that's why you are still here. But when you are ready, you can. When you are ready, just let me know.
Yeah. And one other thing is, funny how he's already in the running for the 2025 African Player of the Year again.
Yes, so running for, and kudos to his team too. I saw a documentary of how they left.
Yeah. Even there was one of his guys on Snapchat. He was giving it bit by bit.
Bit to bit. Okay, that's I'm happy. He's the king of African football now. I'm happy that he's actually here. And he really love it. But I'm still want to go back to Chan. But let me just go to Chan and round up the Chan one. I want to also talk about the Chan quickly.
I'll try and join back after.
Okay, right. Thank you, Dawada, for joining. Thank you. So, Dawada, let me just quickly go to you quickly now on this Chan team. This is what I come up with. Okay. Sorry, let me just put the link here. This is what I come up with. And what is your take about this my lineup? What do you think? Who will you add? Who will you remove?
I would have loved Rabiu Ali to start, because I think when you say secretly me at a knock, you know, I'll allow Rabiu Ali to start, because he's a Chan veteran, and all the chances that he played, it was so good, you know. But on your lineup, one player I've always been rooting for, or let me say 2 players I've always been rooting for: Nduka Jr. and Jide Fatokun. You know, I've been following Fatokun for a long time now, and Jide Fatokun is a very good player. You know, I don't know what happened to him that he has not been able to get across. I knew when he was in Kwara United, and now he Remo. I think to me, Jide Fatokun should be a player to watch out for if he put up his best. You know, and I think Papa Daniel too is a good player. But one player that is omitted that are not to be here, you know, I'm not the coach, I don't know the reason why. If truly he had been balling the way we've been seeing him on social media, I think Musa should have been included.
No, he signed a short contract, so he's not allowed to be part of this team. He signed a short contract, so I think that's the criteria. So guys, on Instagram too, I'm going to actually end it. Go and join on YouTube. I'm going to actually end it at Gant Football 2. Go and join on YouTube. I'm going to end it from on Instagram now. So,
can I ask you a question?
Yes.
I want to know the criteria they use in choosing Calvi Bankole, because that Obasa, that boy has been the one keeping for Remo Stars. I don't know why Calvi Bankole is being chosen as part of the team.
I think the reason why he's being chosen basically is because the coach knows him very well, and that's the reason why they have picked him. So I just hope and pray that he does not go there and disappoint them. So that the Chan. You know, people can still come and actually have their thoughts on the Chan. Okay, before I move on from the Chan, let me just say I know that Kola is not. I don't know if Kola is a veteran of the Chan, but I know that Stevie, you know, has been very good with the Chan team. So Stevie, I'm going to bring Kola to Stevie. So can you want to say a few things about the Chan team?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Quickly, I would just like to say I only know a few players here, and I've only watched a few of them play football actually. But I've been hearing about some names, and I heard you talk about Ayobami of Shooting Stars. I also think he should have made it personally. Yeah, that was one of the main reasons why I decided to come up. I was listening, I was enjoying Dagbada's analysis. But I think Ayobami Emmanuel should have joined the team. At least it would give the team option from the bench. It would reinforcement from the bench, and it would be a very, very good weapon, so to say, to have on the bench. But for this team, I think I like this formation. I don't know Fatokun, I don't know Papa Daniel. I don't know how good they are on the ball.
Very, very good player, actually.
I don't know how
good.
It is good.
Yeah. So it depends on how good they are on the ball. But I think this Collins, this is the Collins that was invited to the Super Eagles. I've watched Nduka Jr. play live, and I've seen him. I know how solid he can be. But on the ball, I think he can be shaky. He can be shaky. Yeah, he can be shaky on the ball. But defensively, I think he's very good. Defensively. Yeah, so I think, three at the back. Just like Dagbada said, it can be remodified to 4-4-2. Can also be remodified to 3-4-3. In fact, would just having Sadiq and Obot dropping a little bit deeper, and then the rotation between Anas, Isaac, and Obole would be very critical to it changing. So that's just, you know, African football, less tactics, more power, more strength, more agility. So it's just left to how well Ilechukwu and the other guy Jabor can just let them just little bit of tactical know-how might win them this tie. Yeah. But it's a good team. I just feel Ayobami should have made the squad. It's a good team. Yeah.
That's what I agree.
That's someone
I'm just this time around I'm trying to bench Rabiu Ali because of the age. So I just think that 90 minutes in the game against Ghana might be too much for him. That's why I'm taking Success. Isaac Xavier, of Rangers International. Because you can see, I want to ask basically, guys, before I go move on from this part, is that all the players invited from Remo FC made the team. All the 5 players that was invited made the team. 30 players was invited. 18, we traveled to Ghana. Out of the 18, 5 are from Remo FC. Do you think that one is influenced by being the coach?
It's not. I don't think it is. I don't think it's a bad thing if a coach is going to war. If a general is going to war with his trusted soldiers.
Yes.
The problem now is, should they have even been invited to camp? That's the. I don't know, but I know a few of them merit it. So I don't know if they should have been invited to camp. But if his general is going to war with his trusted soldiers, we should just wait until the end of the war to see if it is justified or not.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I would say.
To move on from.
Like I said, if they are good, I don't see any reason why they should not be paid. But I know three, apart from the goalkeeper Khalid Bankole, I think others will be justified. Because if you look at the Guinean team, most of the players are from IFA.
Yes.
Most of the players are from IFA. If your best players are from if the best player from the same team and they are justified, I don't see any problem in that. But the only issue I have now is with Khalid Bankole, who has not been kicked since the beginning of the season. He's been benched by Obasa, so I don't see any reason why he should be there. There's only one. So bending, we can't rule him out. Jide, we can't rule him out. We can't rule others out, except for Khalid Bankole. That's just it.
Yes. So just on that short, move on to like a different topic now. I know that I have Oladipo in the back here, and I also have Kola to waiting. I'm going to move on to a new topic. I'm going to bring you on as soon as this discussion actually was open, just to wait for me for like few more minutes. So next is that we want to focus on the CHAN itself. I can just give you say about the CHAN. That Rwanda is likely to replace Kenya. Because to host the nation that is not ready. This is the game we want to use next January. This is the current state of the stadium. Africa. So I don't know how they want to. In January, this is the Kasarani Stadium in Kenya. So it's still like this, and they want to host. There's still a lot of work to do in this stadium. So I just think that if they're not careful, Rwanda will replace them. That's actually what the news coming.
I see the protest, the nationwide protest, actually hinder the progress of that stadium. They were on a long protest against the president. That actually affected the completion of the stadium. But they should let others host. That's just it.
Yes. So let me just move on to a different topic now. Actually, guys. So I want to just focus on. I think I don't know if Oladipo wants to talk about the CHAN. If you want, just let me know if you want to talk about the CHAN quickly before I move on from the CHAN. But I don't think. I think we're just going to focus on the day state on the player focus. So my player focus today is this player. Is Samuel Chukwueze. That's my player focus today. Is Samuel Chukwueze. So making sure that dribbling, all of us know that passing, through balls, key passes, counter-attack threat too. It can also lead it. Weakness, as a winger crossing, and also finishing two is not one of actually his strong points. So I just want to like talk about this guy because a lot of us have been talking about this guy for so long, and it's so painful that it's like it's the situation that he cannot really even help himself. So this player shone like a million star when he was actually playing for Nigeria at the under 17 level, and all of us can actually attest to that. So I just want to talk about some few things I think AC Milan are not really helping him and also the national team. So, for example, now look at this clip you see here. These are screenshots. These are Chukwueze taking the ball. If you want to look at all these big wingers where they have really thrived very well, you can see the way Salah gets the ball. Salah will not come for the ball here. Salah will go and hug the touchline very close to the last defender just to get that through ball. You can see where it goes. So look at this ball now. Let me just give an example of this. Look at this ball now. Instead for him to pass to the guy I put the red arrow, he tried to dribble. a quick 1-2 here would have taken 2 players out of this game, out of this. So he tried to dribble there. From there, he dribbled this guy successfully, but before you know, about 3 players sandwiched him and he took the ball away from him. So for me, I think another thing that is not really helping is that maybe the way they're playing, but the way he received the ball is actually a key, I think, problem in his game. So look at this game. Can you see? This is the game against Fiorentina. It took 3 players in the game or he succeeded in the game. But you know what happened in this game? They recovered. The ball to the guy circled in black, the Olivier Giroud. They took Giroud
and Rangers.
Yes, they took the ball. They took the ball away from him. So about this ability, this ability on the ball, you cannot deny how much Chukwueze that. And in Super Eagles too, I can tell you, he's also doing the same thing. Look at this. This is against Fufu. I don't want to mention Fufu. This is against Borussia Dortmund, against Fufu. Fufu is a striker, not a. Fufu is a striker. It's not what's it called? Fufu is not a defender. He got past this guy, but the guy I put the black on now that is very close to that. The guy not in the box. So you know what the guy was doing? The guy was trying to mark Chukwueze's left foot. And one thing I want to highlight from Chukwueze's game is this: is when he's in the box, Chukwueze is predictable. And I'm sorry to compare him with Bukayo Saka. That is one thing that Bukayo Saka is doing and is making him to thrive in the play. Bukayo Saka can go either way when he's in the box. And just Saka can cross with his right foot. He might not be stronger with his right foot, but he can still do some things with that right foot. I will ask you guys to talk before I bring some people on now. But for me, I don't think Samuel's right foot is strong. I think he needs to work on that area. You can see this one again. You can see clearly. The guys you see there on those type of left, they're also looking at exactly where he's going to actually cut and actually play. Where he was good, they know that he's not going to that bad area. He's going to stay cut back. And that was actually what affected his play. Look at this one now. This is a typical example. You know that that black arrow, if he cross the ball directly here, it's going to be dangerous. Saka will exploit the opportunity to cross that ball in that dangerous area. But you know what he did? He cut back. He cut back to where those yellows were. And at the end of the day, it didn't work out for him. So I think part of his problem too is also coaching. You need to tell him these things. Maybe he's not sure of his right foot. For me, if you are a winger and you have a striker like Olivier Giroud or someone like Tammy Abraham that thrives on crossing, and you cannot get or Victor Osimhen in the box, you cannot get the crossing, the ball. It's very sad. So this is some part I want to talk about against Newcastle. You can see the structure. There was exchange in the left area with this Rafael Leao. Exchange in the left area. They left Chukwueze alone in that right. That is why if Chukwueze played the structure, that it's not as if when they pass the ball, Chukwueze straight away, he will dribble, cross the ball. You can see exactly where he is now. When they pass the ball to him, he went for the goal straight away and he scored from that area. And I can show you like 2 more examples of this goal that Chukwueze scored. So look at this one too. And this one is not even a big highlight. I want to talk about something about this one initially. You can see this one again. You can see that number 2. What is he doing there? He knows that he knows that is where Chukwueze is going to. He's not going to the right area. He knows that. And when your games become predictable like this, you can't be world class. It's going to be hard for you to thrive. That is what I see. He's going there. He's not even going to cover. He knows that is where Chukwueze is going. And look at this is the goal he scored. I don't know this game. You can see that they get the ball to him straight away, and he scored straight away from his left foot.
This one is Real Madrid. It was Real Madrid preseason.
Yeah, preseason. Yeah, it was actually isolated straight away. He was now. That's Real Madrid. Okay. Look at Chukwueze again now.
Against Bologna.
That's against Bologna. That's the left area. So this was one of the true balls he actually did. I think I actually appreciate that. And you can see that always caught the ball and everything. Okay, this was the ball against Maduka Okoye. Kudos to him. When he scored this goal, he did not celebrate, against Maduka Okoye because he scored it against his fellow countryman. You can see that again. They got the ball to him. It was free. One thing I was about he got this accuracy when he's alone. You can see that one again. There was passes around the area. Chizo was alone. When he came, the ball actually was ended at the back of the net. So okay, that is that about Samuel Chukwueze. So let me just talk to either to answer quickly before I bring in Deepo has been waiting for a while, and also Paula and Chris. So let me just start with Steve. You are a tactical person. I've just discussed some parts of the areas of Samuel Chukwueze. You admitted though. So let me just ask you some few questions. He's 25. Do you think that there can still be changes in this game? You can see clearly that he's talented, but it's just that he doesn't. He's not working on his weakness.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yes. He's 25, and we saw it right from the beginning of it. Even not just the under 17 or the youth level for the Super Eagles. We saw him at Villarreal. Mm-hmm. We saw him in those big games against Real Madrid and Barcelona, how he disturbed the defense. Even Simeone testified to it. He's a player that I thought would be at a higher level than he is right now. But you see, he's 25 now, and it feels like Chukwueze is 33 or 34. Like he's at the end of his career. I think one of the things you mentioned that is very important was coaching. I don't think he got the right coaching while he was developing, and I don't even think the guy himself is ready to put in. I think he feels like I've achieved what I want to achieve. I've played for the Super Eagles. I've played here. I've played there. Let me just make the money and go, because you're not seeing that fighting spirit like that you should be seeing in Chukwueze. We know he just needs a few run of games, get your confidence back, and have like a very good season. Contend with the best. You cannot at no point in Chukwueze's career was he the best right winger in Africa. At no point was he even the best right winger that Nigeria has to offer. He's just what we have to use. It's not like the best we have to offer. Yeah, it's just what we have to use. Like, it's just Chukwueze for Nigeria was just like using mediocrity as a standard since he started playing for the Super Eagles. Yes. Do you get it? He has not even tried to improve on his game. Now, you spoke about his body posture and where he receives the ball. All these clips that you showed us is go and look. His first touch is always very poor. First touch and body language to the defender. You know, when you touch the ball, your action, the movement, what you do with the ball next in the next 2 to 3 seconds would make the defender think, oh, I can get the ball from this person. If you touch the ball and show intent, the defender will panic. You are gone. And Chukwueze looks like a player that's supposed to be fast.
Yes.
he will touch the ball, make his first move wrong, but he will make that gesture like I want to dribble you, I want to take you on. At the end of the day, we just cut back and slow the attack, kill everything. As a coach that is coaching a club like AC Milan, I would not have that much patience when I have the likes of Pulisic and Leao. I can only have that much patience like the Super Eagles when I don't have an option. I would not have that much patience. Yeah, when I have a player like Brahimi, when Brahimi was there, and when I have a player like Leao, when I have a player like Pulisic, that would give me those numbers. Do you get it? People are saying, oh, he doesn't have the time. If you need the time, go to Getafe. And go to Getafe, rack up the because those ones would not have an option than to play a player like Chukwueze. Then if you go there, rack up the numbers, make waves and all. I hate to say it. I know we are still going to talk about it, but I think that was the case with Lookman. All the other clubs, he wasn't getting that much time. He wasn't. It was a very great turnaround for him. And what does it take? It takes a coach, an experienced coach like Gasperini, to instill that confidence in him that you can do it. You can take this player on. You can shoot with your left. You can shoot with your right. You can cross. Sorry, you can cross the ball. Like you said, you have Morata, you have Giroud, you have Abraham, and in a game, I don't think Chukwueze crosses the ball more than once or twice, and it is when absolutely needed.
And you have Victor Osimhen up front. You're not crossing the ball.
Do you get? Yeah, in the Super League, you have Osimhen, you have Taiwo, you have Paul Onachu.
Yes.
But you can't cross the ball properly, and you're supposed to be our best right winger. How?
You have dots. You're not giving them bones. Well, what will happen?
How? So I just think he needs to. He needs to just. Yes, he needs to up his game and have that good run of form, that very good season that everybody will be shouting, Chukwueze is back to form. We are not blind. We watch football with our eyes.
Yeah. So, sorry, Susie, I'll just try to take you and to bring other people. I will still bring you on later when I was ready.
Yeah.
So, you can just leave from your own. Okay, let me just take. I will still bring you on for you to talk about it. So, I have Adi from Birmingham. You can see the way it's fresh. So I've been waiting for a very long time. So just go into it straight away. You know that,
quick one. First off, I want to ask about the CHAN. What's the how do they pick CHAN players? Is it like players playing in Africa or in their own country?
Players playing in their own country.
Okay. Then secondly, for Chukwueze, Chukwueze doesn't look like someone that wants to. It doesn't look like someone that wants to improve.
Yes.
Watching the match today, he passed while they are attacking. He passed the ball backwards like up to 7 times. I mean, it doesn't look like a player that wants to. And with what you said, like the coaching, I think you mentioned the coaching in AC Milan.
Yes.
I don't agree with that because they are playing him in exact position Villarreal used to play him. And it doesn't even seem like he wants more for himself. And God forbid, I see a decline of Iheanacho with Chukwueze because he's not looking like that person.
Yes.
And as much as it's sad to say it, Osimhen is the only Nigerian groom player that is proper hungry.
What about Ndidi?
Indeed, he's not hungry. There's a decline that we can all see. He's in a way he's comfortable in where he is. He's not wanting more. And there's not going to be African best in Nigeria grown players in the next 10 years. Aside Osimhen, maybe the Init boys, but aside Osimhen, we can never get any African best in Nigeria.
That's a very big statement. That's a very big statement.
Yes.
Let me just
I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to say it, but maybe in the future, if we have new players, but right now, which player can you say, okay, as that prospect? Because when they get to a certain level of success, they just decline, and when they are getting 50,000, 60,000, they are just they're happy with their own thing, and they just come down. You can't risk. If, for instance, we qualify for World Cup now, are you going to be fielding Chukwueze that cannot cross the ball?
Let me just hold you there. So you're still with there. I want to ask you, this is a player that plays for the team you support, Samuel Chukwueze. People said something about coaching, that we should not blame the AC Milan coach. For me, look at Nathan Teller. It's not been working for him in that right wing, all those type of area, but you can see when he started playing up front, which I said that Teller should be playing up front, because that is where Vincent Kompany normally used him when he was playing in Burnley. That if you play this guy up front, he might be a small player, but he can trouble defender. We saw what he did against Bayern Munich.
Yes.
The people have already know exactly how Chukwueze play. That the coach should just look for a way to invent, like, kind of play him like a different area so he could thrive. Do you think so? I don't know.
I want to say this. I think I agree what Alan was said. See, Chukwueze is not even showing, to me, is not showing that ability to thrive in another wing. I think he's more comfortable in that wing. I think you can only get the best of Chukwueze when he's playing for a semi-table team, you know. And I've been saying it because last season everybody was blaming Pioli. I said, I'm a diehard Milan fan. I subscribe to many Milan channels. Pioli stood up for Chukwueze. The fans actually wanted him sold for the season, but Pioli stood up for him and used him. But the young man did not maximize the opportunity that Pioli gave him. Now look at this season again. I'm not a fan of Fonseca, you know, but this guy has given Chukwueze all the necessary chances. Even when this guy had injury, Pulisic, Chukwueze, today, the only thing that Chukwueze did that impressed was that he actually helped the defense. Not only good he did today, he helped the defense. He was on the pitch for 70 minutes. Chukwueze did not cross a single ball. And we had Tammy Abraham, a gangly Tammy Abraham, did not cross a single ball. You know, and one thing about Chukwueze that I've noticed now in Milan, Chukwueze is playing as if he just graduated from under 17. You know, he's not playing like a big player, like a big boy.
He's not playing again now. He's 25.
Yes. He's playing like as if I'm playing with my bosses. I'm the lowest. Look at the way this guy played. Jimenez, a teenager. Look at how your players they are playing. Chukwueze, you are playing against Milan, can play against Madrid, score there. We are playing against Barcelona. You played against big boys.
Against Dortmund, against Bayern Munich, score them.
You have been playing football for a long time. And now look at which Chukwueze is playing as if he just got promoted from under 17.
Yeah.
I see. We don't hate any player. Especially any player that play for Milan, I want them to be up there. You know, there's nothing stopping Chukwueze from shining. Even in Milan now, they rate Musa, Yunus Musa, or that plays for US ahead of Chukwueze.
Yes.
Chukwueze is the only national team player in that team.
You have emotional, you have passion for this. But there's a question for Dupo in the comment section. Let me just try and put that one out. He said that this is a very regular somewhere, you know, it's also based in the UK too. He said that I believe that if Boniface and UK can stay fit all season, they will both have the potential to win the African Player of the Year, both homegrown. He said that. So what's your say about that?
Yeah. For Boniface, I don't see him doing that. He's not a serious player. Let's be serious here. He's not serious off the field, and he's not serious on the field too. Because when you take your job for a play, I don't know how to put it, but it's just there's not that champion thing in his game. And for Eduke is an average proper dribbler. It's not a up there. For you to be playing like Eduke and win African Best, you have to be playing in take out proper defenders. The way Chukwueze was taking out Real Madrid defenders back in the days, if he was still doing that till now and scoring, then you can say okay. But Eduke is just mid-average player, and we can't go to proper competitions with players like that and expect something positive.
Before I let you go, as well, it's been a very interesting conversation with you. I want to ask you this question. Between Eduke and Lookman, who do you think is more raw talented, like raw talent?
Raw talent.
Between Ejuke and Lookman.
Ejuke is a good dribbler, but not a good finisher. And what the game needs is the finishing. So I will go with Lookman.
So this is a very much with you, thank you for actually joining. I will actually speed right now. Very interesting question. So when you see we have one more topic we'll discuss, if you see, you can see join back too. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
I
really enjoyed this conversation. So my next person is the guy that went to go and wear glasses. I don't know what the glasses is about. He put glasses on. He want to dress the guy man. He's my man from Germany. Kola knows. Kola God knows. So let me just try bring him on now quickly. Kola, thank you.
I forgot you can see. I forgot you can see me.
I can see you.
So, I wanted to do like Mr. Dayton before. Mr. Dayton is giving us a bad boy vibe.
Yeah.
I can't see my glasses.
So let me just ask you, because I still need Chris. I can see you, Chris. But let me just ask you, we'll be discussing about the Chan team. I know that you don't know anything about the Chan team. So let me just talk about quickly about Samuel Chukwueze. What's your opinion about what we just discussed?
Chukwueze,
yes.
If we have a good coach, I don't think Chukwueze will make the team. I don't think he will make the team, to be sincere. He has the potential to be up there, but it's just that I think he's kind of this guy, like what Oladipo said, like he believes he has reached his peak, he has got what he wants, he doesn't need anything anymore. So, but
sorry, hold on. I want to get this comment out. Taiwo Kwande, there's a player in ES Tracing that play just like Chukwueze, and he's better than him. Somebody is playing, he can be better than him. Somebody is playing in Slovakia. His name is Emmanuel. Watch out for him. See, in all honesty, with due respect, Taiwo Kwande, he still plays Slovakia. I'm sorry about that. If he's that good, this guy is played in this guy, what's it called? Vince Osuji.
Sweden, right?
We are talking about him. Everybody's talking about him. Why are you not talking about Ushegu? Continue, please, about Chukwueze.
So, like what I was saying, if Chukwueze gets a good manager, like a good manager, and they try to use him, but he's still the same, that manager will bench him. Like people like Guardiola, if you play, just assume that he has the opportunity to play under Guardiola and he's not playing according to what they play, he will sit on the bench, he will rot on the bench, and at the end of the day, he will believe that it's that time I have to think and play very well, because he believes that everything is all about dribbling. That is one thing I've noticed about Chukwueze. He believes everything is all about dribbling. Or maybe they should try to play him as an attacking midfielder one day and see. Maybe they can. I'm just assuming. I believe there's no harm in trying. They have played Tijani Babangida as a left wing before for Nigeria, and he delivered. So nothing is impossible in football. You just try, and you never can tell. He might get it right.
I want to ask you a question. So, are you ready, Chris? Please, I want to talk about Chukwueze before I move on this topic. Kola, let me ask you this question, Kola. Chukwueze, when last did Chukwueze assist against Nigeria?
It's been long ago. Apart from the goal you scored recently against Rwanda.
I think that was that.
He's an average player, to be sincere. Chukwueze is an average player, to be sincere.
Osimhen. Remember, it was when we scored that match, we won 10-0. And that pass against Osimhen, I think that was his last assist.
Let's say Chukwueze is an average player, to be sincere. If you have a good manager, Chukwueze will not make the team.
Yeah. So let me just hear from Chris quickly before we move on from Chukwueze's matter. Chris, I know that I don't know if you know anything about the Chan team, but Chukwueze, Samuel Chukwueze, just give me my analysis about him. And what's your take about Samuel Chukwueze? And do you think that we should just forget this player and we look for a different option? Chris.
Hello everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon.
Yes.
For me, I don't think Chukwueze is an average player. I just think the teams that he's been on, he hasn't gotten like that opportunity to really play games. Like how Osimhen went from Wolfsburg to Charleroi, and he had the opportunity to play a lot of games, and that really helped him to develop. And he had to grind from the bottom from there to get that move to Lille. So for me, I think for Chukwueze, it just been like, he went to Villarreal that was doing good, and he had to start from the academy or whatever, and then he was bench player and stuff like that. So I think like he just needs to go to a team where he gets to play a lot, because he's been a bench player from Villarreal to Milan, also a bench player. He just needs to go to a place where he, like, I heard you guys speak about Lookman. It's same thing that happened to Lookman. Lookman was, when he was at Fulham, he wasn't a starter. He was a bench player. When he was at Leicester City, he wasn't a starter. He was a bench player. Even at Leipzig, he wasn't a starter. He was a bench player. But he had to go to somewhere where he could, play. You understand? Like, just go somewhere where you play, where there's a higher chance of you playing. Because not every team you go, obviously, that you'll be guaranteed to play, but there's still, possibility of you getting to play a lot of games. So, and I think that was the thing with him. He's a great player. He's an amazing player. Like, you see sometimes when he's on his game, there's like he's untouchable.
Yeah.
Like he's a very good player. He just needs to go. I think that the two things that I say. First of all, he needs a coach that will look at him and say, "Look, we need to make something out of the talent, out of the things that make you great." Because at Milan, they have a bunch of wingers that they can switch if this one is not playing well, they call on the next person. You understand?
Yes.
So he needs to go to somewhere where the coach looks at him and say, "Okay, look, this is what we're gonna do." Same thing happened with Lookman. And he saw the way. Like, I was watching the replay of Atlanta's road to Europa League final. If you watch the first few games, you will see almost the same thing with Chukwueze. Lookman was doing everything, but he couldn't score. Like, he was doing everything, but he was missing chances. He was, if you watch those things, you will say, this guy, what are you even doing? Like, he was making those mistakes, but the coach kept playing him. And then he got that first goal, and that was it. So you see, it all depends on the coach also to look at him and say, "Look, I know you can do this stuff. I've seen you play. I know what you can do. This is it. I believe in you. Go and do it." So me, I don't think he's an average player. He's a great player. Once he gets the right coach that will hold him down, he's going to be very, very instrumental to us. We saw the pass he gave Lookman against, I forgot the team who played during the qualifiers, that they cancelled the goal and said it was offside when it wasn't offside. The assist he gave Lookman. You saw how he came in and he was able to break that defense with just a nice through ball.
Yeah.
So you can see the signs. The signs are there. He's a good player, but he just needs the coach that will just fine tune him and just say, "Okay, look, this is what you need to do," and boom, he goes. So me, I think it might not be at Milan. It might have to go to somewhere else, or it might still be at Milan if a different coach comes in. But I'm sure if they get a different coach that will look at him and say, "Look, he's going to be he's a great player," and I believe that he's going to come good later on in his career, just like Lookman.
Okay, let me just go on to Kolaku before I move on from this. I also want to ask Adeosun this man because he's a biggest Milan fan. He want to scatter this guy. In our front three are like Lookman, Osimhen, and maybe probably was Samuel Chukwueze. two of the other guys that are the current and the former African player of the year, can this guy be inspired? Just change one day. Say, I want to be like Lookman. The way he called it in that video, Lookman. I want to be like Lookman. I want to turn a new leaf. Do you think that one can actually work time?
Yeah, I think. Okay.
So, Smith, I have to go.
All right.
Thanks, man.
You mean maybe Chukwueze can wake up and be inspired with how
Lookman
Chukwueze I'm looking at, he's not after the African footballer of the year. He just wants to play his football and just go. That's all. So that is why if Chukwueze wanted to play to become an African best, Chukwueze would have done that. He would have done that for he would have played, do everything he has to do and improve on his game. I believe he has been given a lot of chances, to be sincere. He has been given a lot of chances. He was just being lucky that maybe I will still go back. If we have a good manager, they will play. They can even play Moses. What's his name? Simon Moses ahead of him there. They'll just you are not giving us what we want. They'll just put it on the bench. For how long will you keep? Or maybe he needs a psychological. Maybe he needs a psychologist coach. I don't know. That will need to psych him up. That is what I mean. That is the only thing now. You just need a psychologist to psych him up. That's all.
Okay, I also before I show quickly.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me quickly respond to what Chris said about players having this thing. When you have an opportunity, grab it. Go and ask anybody when Lookman first got to Atalanta in 2022. They had two strikers, Colombian, Luis Morel and David Zapata, and then Duván Zapata. Those guys were balling. Lookman wasn't starting. Lookman was coming in, but the young boy took his chances. When he got the opportunity, he took his chances. And what his way? And that season, he scored about 13 or 14 goals. 13 goals in the league. See, nobody. If you are playing in a big team, the big team is not a place where you learn. You are being bought for $20 million. Okay, 20 million euros. That we saw what you did at Villarreal. Now come on, the same thing here. This is not under 18. No, this is not on youth team. They will be teaching you. See, the players there, all the players there are there to work. Everybody trying to get their chances. If you don't grab it, nobody will do it for you. So no coach want to let it be it's my team. To get a job, be doing whatever I want to do. Be doing whatever I want to do. Or maybe you try like at the end of the season before you get it right. The coach be fired. The coach be sacked. Even this guy, Fonseca. Now all of us are saying guys should be sacked. That coach be sacked. Do not let you not allow you to spoil his own job. Look at his chances. I was like, if you remember, look what just started. Wasn't starting for Atalanta. It was that Luis Muriel or But when guy got the chances and became a mainstay in the team.
Yeah. So
no coach, no big club will give him that chance, to be doing what I want to do. If he wants to do that, he should go to Monza or Como. When play.
Okay, I know. Somebody, Ayuba just said a comment to you. That I believe AC Milan is not a big club. That is why he's not.
That's don't mind Ahmed. That's Ahmed. Don't mind him. I don't want to listen to banter. Don't mind Ahmed. See, a big club, like Chukwueze allowing a big club to overwhelm him. Then he should go to a small club like Monza or Como. Maybe he's going to get it right there. If you don't do it here, even if you go to a top club in England, you still be doing the same thing. He still has the chance. It's 25. He's 25. He still has the chance. Within the first 7 of the season, he can pick it up and get nominated. Even though he's not going to win, he can get nominated. He still has the chances. He's not 30 years.
Yes.
And he has the potential to be a great player. But because like, I don't sign for AC Milan because I don't achieve nothing again. He should strive to get more.
Yeah. So Thank you for that. If you are still with us, that is fine. But if you actually want to go, let me just go to our last topic. No, just quickly before I actually want wrap it up. The last topic for today is, as usual, is always about scouting. We have picked a country now that we have to actually scout today. So, yeah, the country we picked today is not. Who can guess this country? Which club? With the jersey of this player, who can guess this country we are going?
This is Portugal now.
No. Who can guess the country that we are going to with this player on the screen? Who can guess the country that we are scouting today?
France.
No.
We have done England. We have done Italy.
We've done England. We've done Germany. We've done
Italy. This guy looks like this is England. Or this guy looks like this is.
Oh, John Jones got it right. It's Spain. We are scouting Spain. So we looked at young players that can actually play for Nigerian youth team and actually
Thanks, me right.
All right, yeah. Work quickly. So I know that actually exceptional in that area. So and the first player we're talking about is Sydney Ozazuwa. Sydney Ozazuwa actually is on loan from Real Sociedad. Is 17 years of age. Even mentioning that name alone, you know exactly which part of the country the boy is from. Ozazuwa is 17 years of age. He's worth £2 million. He's been playing for. In fact, he's the next big thing now in the Sociedad system. So, and he's a guy that is highly rated. He's already worth £2 million at just the age of actually 17. So he's he's goggles. That's actually what they say. So let's look at another player that actually was scouted. So he's just 17 years of age. He can be eligible for Nigeria under 20, and so on. So let's look at another player we're talking about. Another player we're talking about here is John Donat. John Donat is a guy that he was in Elche before. He now plays in the second division. Actually, he plays second division in Spain. He's a central defender, but he was close to playing for Nigeria then. But unfortunately, I think he had this bad injury, and since then, he's now with Murcia in the second division. He's not been being his usual level, but he's a guy I picked him because he can still come back. He's 24 years of age, and 24. He's 24. When you understand what I'm talking about, he's 24. So that one is actually what that. So this is a player that I really love. And his name is called David Otobu. David Otobu, he plays for Valencia in Spain. The boy is just 17 years of age too. He was the youngest player to play for Valencia, at the senior team at the age of 16. So he has been scoring like he's a good winger, has been scoring like no man's business in the second team of Valencia. And because of the way Valencia is performing now, they're looking at integrating some players in their B team with their main team. So you might probably be seeing him playing in the Copa La Liga. He's a player that have played for Spain at the underage, and he's still part of the underage system. Very bulky, and it reminds me of a player called Pius Ndefi. I don't know if you know a player called Pius Ndefi. He was plays for Cameroon, in the yes, very fast and strong player. As he just reminds me of that type of player. So another player I will talk about today is actually what Marvel. You can see him already. You know exactly which club he's for. He's Real Madrid Castilla. He's when Militao got injured, they were looking at putting him, into the main team. That you can see that it's already part of their main team.
Yes.
And everything. The boy is 21 years of age already. He went to play in the second division. He went on loan to play in second division he went to play for Cordoba. And he has been actually very exceptional, playing for Cordoba in second division. But one thing that makes me like this player is because the player was born in Morocco.
Yeah.
So he was born in Morocco. I think with Nigerian parents. He was have a Spain nationality or so. So he's able to play for Morocco, for Spain, and for Nigeria. But the funniest thing is that he chose to put Nigeria as the second option apart from Spain, not even Morocco.
No. Morocco will not even accept him. Morocco will not even accept him. So is it that Spain or Nigeria? That is where the future lies.
So it's a player that is actually rated too, and it's going to be part of the preseason for Real Madrid, and we see exactly maybe can feature because the guy that is playing, I don't maybe Frank Garcia, the guy that is playing at left back currently now too, is part of their product. And so they want to see maybe he's going to actually have the opportunity. He's a very, very good central defender. His name is called Marvel. You will not know that he's actually what in Nigeria. But let me try and mention his name. It's Ozuba. It's from the southern part of Nigeria.
South, yeah.
Yeah. So another player I'm going to go talk about today, basically, is another guy. Again, which actually is called
Madrid player also.
Another Madrid player is called Mervin Ukegbuegbe. Ukpe Igbe, is from the area I'm talking about again.
South.
South, it's from Benin and another Benin area too.
Yeah.
So he's 17 years of age. Hey, this guy is a right back. One thing that makes this guy very good is that that's the Real Madrid hierarchy too likes him. You know what? They also sent him to Bayern Leverkusen, like they did for Dani Cabaya. They did for Dani Cabaya. So they also sent him to Bayern Leverkusen to go and learn. They brought him back. It's been very important. They promoted him. So he's 17 years of age, but he's growing rapidly, and he's a guy that can come and actually help them in the long run. If I'm to pick, Nigeria need to talk to this guy as early as possible.
The problem there is talking to him is not a problem, but we having another 20 good coach that is not going to be biased like Ladaboso. Left to me, if we can get a good under 20 coach, I don't know, because if I don't know, maybe I can mention his name again, Siasia, someone like Siasia, because he knows how to pick his team. Like, he knows how to pick his team. I believe he can, they should just hand over like that on that 2023 team to him, so that he will be able to package all these people, build them for the future. So someone like him can take over from Aino. So that's what I say. But Nigeria now, if you don't know it's man knows man before you can get the national team call up.
Yes.
And that's what I say.
Like I told you earlier, I will take this guy dead on because I've seen it here. I know exactly what they think about him. I know exactly. As soon as he turned 18, 19, we start seeing glimpses of even if the guy did not play for Madrid, we see that he's going to have a very good career, in the Spanish La Liga system. So, and very good guy, guys. I'm going to tell you out of those players, this guy and the next one I'm going to show you. Watch out for the two of them. So this guy actually he plays in what's it called, for Real Madrid. This guy, you can see the guy they put in front of him, Alexander Isak. They already compare him. In fact, they went to go and sign him. They compare him to what? To Alexander Isak already. The name is called Santino Samuyiwa.
He's from Benin, Edo. Samuyiwa, Edo. He's from Edo.
Yes, Santino Samuyiwa. Fantastic center forward play too. He has been doing well for their second team already. They went to go and bring him, and he's just turned 18. They get to go and actually to bring him, because they realized that he has similar potential with Alexander Isak. If he can do 3/4 of what Isak did, it's already a success. And I won't lie to you, it's started on the House of Fire. In fact, they are already even rating him already, in the system of what's it called? Of Sociedad. Because offers are already coming, even without even making his this thing already. Offers are already actually coming because he's not even integral part of the first team in Sociedad. So it's a guy that is actually highly rated, and they believe that he can actually be the future of not only the Sociedad team, and also the future team. Unfortunately, it's a striker, but I think that even we Nigerians that think that we have striker. When Osimhen did not play, We know that we don't have.
Did you read what this guy said from what I saw online today about the Celestine Babaya was saying about Boniface and Osimhen that we need another striker after Osimhen, because if Osimhen is not on seat, it's a big problem for us. So if we can get someone that is agile, strong, mobile, and everything, I don't care about his age. As far as he can deliver, I'm okay. That's what I'm after.
So that comes to the end of this is Anthony Famuyiwa. Guys, watch out for him. I'm talking about this guy and this guy. Those two players, I tell you, you watch out for this guy. He's called what? Melvin Ukegbe. All of them. In fact, if you say Edo State to produce a national team, they can produce a first 11, because you can see majority of these guys are actually from that state. Don't forget, we still have one guy that plays for FC Porto. He left what's it called? Agawa. This Omoridion.
He's going to play for Spain. He's not going to play for Nigeria.
Play for Spain. So if you want this guy to be early, I can tell you that this guy especially, talking about this guy, this guy will be a very good player in the future.
I have one thing is, are they been where we have a working system, an administrator that know what they are doing, that they are very serious, then they should have scout for all these important player. Within the age of 17, 18, 19, 20, trying to build them more for under 20 and under 23, and not so that they can just integrate into the Super Eagles. But when a country that a corruption has eaten deep into the system, so we won't be able to get it right. Because this Spain that won this Europe League, this Europe Nations League they just played, is an eye opener for everyone. I can get it. Adibi is in Nigeria, a Nigeria coach. That Yemi Lamar will not be in that. He will not be in that team.
Yeah, I agree.
And he was the joker of that. He was the joker of that team. So I think we have a sector that knows what they are doing. Yeah. We shouldn't be worried. We shouldn't be struggle to qualify. We shouldn't be struggle to beat any country.
Yes. And
because we have the potential, we have the materials, just that we just need the right people in place to get it right.
Yes, I agree with you too. If this guy is in Morocco, you know that we go and play for Morocco straight away.
Definitely. But Morocco will not accept him.
No, I'm just saying that if he's like a Moroccan, because when I saw that even in Real Madrid first team, there's 2 Moroccans there, Brahim Diaz and one guy.
Yeah.
So to tell you that they are working very hard to get these guys as early as possible. But my final topic today for our wrap up is this guy. I can't stop talking about him.
I'm so happy for him.
No, it's no longer news again that he actually won the African Player of the Year, and there have been reactions. I'm going to go with the positive ones, and I'm hearing that PSG met with his team or so, but it was an informal discussion that they just talked to him like, what's this and that, and there's a rumor linking with PSG. PSG too also made the contact with Victor Osimhen today, but the problem Osimhen had during the summer is still there.
Yes, that problem. I don't know what Napoli stand to gain from all this rubbish.
Yes. So it's there. So another thing I'm hearing is that Slots wanted Lookman. When you have Diaz, but he said he wanted Lookman, he wanted to sell Diaz. And he wanted Lookman, wanted to sell Diaz and this guy from Uruguay. The top guy.
Oh, that top guy from that one is a -1, Jerry.
What's it called? What's that name? Guys, in the comment section, please remind me, please. What's that guy called in the Uruguay? The guy that
I can't even remember his name.
Nunes.
Nunes, yeah.
Yeah, it's called Nunes. So, but I'm hearing Man United, I know that they actually were interested. That one is a big interest in him. I'm also hearing about Chelsea, under Enzo Maresca. I'm hearing about Man City. Kola, this guy is the current African Player of the Year. His next move is very important. Do you think it's good with Atlanta now?
Presently, the way I say things, because the next move will determine his future and it will determine his career. So presently, I won't even advise him to go to PSG. I won't advise him to. So you should just remember.
Big pay.
It's not about if you want the money, you can go for the money. But if you care about there are some player who doesn't care about the money. All they just care about is all about the game. So if you can go to you can go to Liverpool. You can go to Liverpool. And if this Man U coach who is trying to rebrand the Man U, he can play, yes, he will thrive under him because that coach believes in you. He believes in people like Ademola Lookman. But Man City,
they will not sack the man very soon.
The funniest is that now it's not glaring. It's glaring for everyone. I'm not a Man U fan, but it's glaring that the Man U team generally are just bunch of people who doesn't know what they are doing. So that team need a total overhaul, like what happened in Chelsea.
Yes.
So Chelsea has gone through their phase. Now Man U is going through their own phase now. So I believe if the coach actually wants him and they can get a good players in place, he can go to Man U, he can go to Liverpool, but PSG is a no area. PSG is a no area. So if he doesn't go to maybe Man U or Liverpool, he should just remain in Atlanta and be playing his game and doing okay.
Yeah. Another thing that surprised me is that Juventus. Imagine they said that they wanted him.
Yes, he can play under Juventus. He can play under Juventus because Thiago Motta is he not their coach? Yes, he believes. Yeah, he will thrive under him because that one he has played the game. He knows the potential, so he will thrive under him also.
Yeah. So talking about this guy and his strike partner to Victor Osimhen, as the slots too said that he wanted Victor Osimhen, but Victor Osimhen's salary is too much. He said that is the type of striker he wants, and he's looking at if he wants to compete in all fronts this season. He said it's Victor Osimhen, but we still talk about the complexity in Victor Osimhen's transfer. This my friend said something about it. Also, I think Mike is cooking something for Osimhen. He almost
yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. There's something going on between him currently and I know, and I saw agents of Victor Osimhen too. They came to Chelsea of recent.
With Mikel.
With Mikel. So I don't. This is not Victor's time. It's about Lookman's time. So for me, as a personal target, forget about going to the World Cup and AFCON. As a personal target, do you see Lookman breaking into top 5 Ballon d'Or in 2 years? Top 5 Ballon d'Or.
It depends on the coach he plays under. Because manager matters a lot. Because one, if the manager believes in you, like this Atlanta coach that believes in Ademola Lookman, yes, and it depends on the quality of the team and how they perform in their league. And because in your league, if you want to be in the top 5, your club must be maybe the first or second, maybe must be one of the dominant in the Europe. So if he's within the range of those club, why not? He has the quality, he has the potential. He's a very dangerous player. He's a really dangerous player. Within the edge of box 18, he's a really, really dangerous player. So why not? He can break into it. Don't be surprised if Ademola Lookman, let's assume Vinicius Junior is not in Real Madrid, and Madrid get Ademola Lookman. Forget it now. He will be in top 3 himself. He will be in top 3. He will be in top 3.
I think I agree with you on that. I think
or he has the opportunity to play in Barcelona. He will be in top 3.
I think the club too matters,
Yeah, the club matters.
Yes, I think the club actually matters.
The club matters.
Yes, the club actually matters. So for me, I think it's achievable. I think it can actually work. Top 5 is very positive. Okay, let's just take some quick comments. Then I should wrap it up. I think that is achievable. I agree with you, Kola, on that. I think that it's achievable. I think that it can actually work. It can get it if he is determined to get it. I just hope that he also gets a manager like Gasparini.
With the consistency, with the pace he is on the level he is at this moment, yes, he can be in the top 5. I will not be surprised if he be nominated for the Ballon d'Or top 5. I won't be surprised because presently it's just a little difference. If you take Vinicius Junior, is the next person.
Yes.
So he has everything. So now let's be sincere. Who is better than him now presently? Apart from the wings you play, you can take. They will take Vinicius Junior ahead of him, and Jude Bellingham. That one is just a little bit. Let me just say it's because of English people know how to promote their player.
Yes.
So that because there is not Jude is not that better than him.
Yes.
So if you look at it, yes, he's not better than him. He just few people. So he's on top 5 presently now. He's on top 5 presently. The way I'm looking at it.
Yeah. I agree with you. And I also hope that he can also see himself. And kudos to do that. Actually, what I've worked with him in the past. Kudos to do that. I'm still working with him now. I like the team around him. I like the way they're not loud person. The way
very calm, humble, like.
So, and I also hope that we can this momentum capitalize on that. So finally, I watched Soccer Africa last Thursday on Super Sports. So they were talking about the CAF Award. They were so disappointed that the Moroccans were walking away after Lookman won that award. But what I want to say about that program was that they now said that okay, the former African Player of the Year is Nigerian. The current African Player of the Year is Nigerian. Because they're from South Africa, they say, is that not a danger that they are in the same World Cup qualifier group with Nigeria? That the Lookman they played against in AFCON, it's not the same Lookman that is that is now. They're just trying to say that. They say that this team, Victor Osimhen and Lookman will be full of confidence that they can get the ticket in that group of the World Cup qualifier. So I want to ask you this question, Kola. Based on what they said on that Super Sport, that these guys, with the form they are currently, with the award they are getting, and that recognition they are getting, they said that they can want that the next target for them is to snatch the World Cup ticket, in the hands of South Africa, Rwanda, and Benin Republic. Do you think that these guys will do it with that level?
Yeah, they can do it, but the problem we're going to have is depend on the manager. And had it been back in the days of them, Olise, JJ, they know how to, like, sometimes they will say a coach will tell them to go and play this formation, but when they say that things is not going the way they wanted it, they will change it to their own, and then they will significantly win the game. But presently, how do you want to do it? It depends on the manager, because I think most of all these players always play to the coach instruction. And if you don't play to the coach instruction, you're going to have a problem. In the team, and you might be, they may just blacklist you from the team. So it's all because normally now it's going to be really dangerous for us, and the opponents we are going to face, they're really going to come hard on both of them. And if to come hard on both of them, we're going to get a penalty from them. They are going to commit foul. But everything boils down to the manager.
So,
how to play them so that we can win the game.
Just a quick information too. CAF, they are looking at a way of introducing VAR to the World Cup qualifier.
They should have done that long time now.
When they introduce VAR to the World Cup qualifier, and I think that that one will also bring integrity to the game. Also bring people will be confident about
that one is overdue now. It's overdue.
To know exactly, it's go for Nigeria. It goes so what? It can go against Nigeria if you're not actually careful. So I think that it's a good thing. And just a bit of news. CAF announced the timetable for next year. The first tournament next year will be the CHAN in February. So it's going to be very packed next year. The second tournament next year is going to be the Under-17 AFCON that will take place in Morocco. The third tournament for the year is going to be the Under-20 AFCON. It's going to take place in Ivory Coast. The fourth tournament for the year is going to be what? African Women Championship will take place in Morocco. The last tournament for the year is there's going to be the African Women Champions League. It's going to take place in Morocco next year. Then after that, the African Cup of Nations too will take place in Morocco next year. So Morocco is going to be hosting.
Sorry, I want to chip in something. With the way CAF is going, and you think African football is going to develop, it's not going to develop. How will you award like 80% of a tournament to one country? If you want African football to develop, okay, a South American, a North Africa can host this one. Let a West Africa host this one. Let a Central Africa host this one. That's how to do it. So that you spread it around the geographical area so that everybody, it will make an impact and there will be development within an African football. So that is how I see things, because I'm always, why would Morocco host everything? And I won't be surprised if there is a bribe envelope in this thing.
And under 20, Nigeria qualified for the under 20, and it was meant to be in Africa. I meant to be in South Africa before. At least all the 12 teams have qualified already for the under 20 AFCON, because South Africa qualified already as host, and they also qualified automatically, as host. They qualified too on the pitch. You know what? Now what happened is that Ivory Coast did not qualify for our 20. We beat them. They now want to go and host it so they can qualify. So indirectly, they're going to knock out Ghana because Ghana lost the final to Nigeria. So can you see that day?
You can see politics. This is exactly what I'm saying.
So they will be hosting. So that means that Wafubi will only have one representative, that is Nigeria and Ivory Coast. Indirectly, they want to knock Ghana out of it.
Ghana out. Why would Ivory Coast host it? But they just finished hosting the African Nations Cup.
No, Mamadou Gueye, the journalist, said that the reason why they wanted to host it is because they did not qualify, and secondly, that
it's an opportunity to. So don't be. That is why corruption can never leave this thing. No. Okay, now I want to know what's the reason behind South Africa not hosting it anymore.
Okay, let me just explain that. See, it's just politics. I won't lie to you. I think it's politics. There was no reason they gave. It's just politics. There was no reason. So somebody asked me a question. That's my brother from Birmingham.
Yes.
Everything to Morocco. Yes, there was no contest. In Africa, you say you mean B. There was no contest. There was no contest. Everything was given. So this was asking that will Nigeria be at the AFCON? Let me now tell you. The CAF will decide that very soon. And the reason why Ivory Coast is meant to host the Under-17 AFCON. Ivory Coast doesn't want to host a larger Under-17 tournament, but Morocco can host it. So for now, they call it the 12-team document, 12-team tournament, based on the document on CAF website. That 10 teams, but the document on CAF website said that 4 teams should qualify. But 2 weeks ago, FIFA sent a communique to CAF officially that they will be requesting 10 teams from Africa. And only in 10 teams in the 12-team tournament is practically impossible, to still say, as you don't go, how do you want to select?
Yes.
How do you want to select? So, and guys, if you remember, when FIFA increased African slots for the Women's World Cup, CAF needed to increase the number of teams in the WAFCON from 8 to 12. Is it okay? So that it can be genuine qualifier. Because that time, FIFA wanted 4 teams from Africa plus 2 that will be playing in playoffs. So, the requirement is just that these teams needed to play more games for them to qualify. For example, now let me give an example of Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso only played 4 games to qualify.
Sure.
So FIFA require you to play at least 6 games for you to qualify. So it's 4 games to qualify. 4 games to qualify. No, even 3 games to qualify because we look at the final. 3 games to qualify. So they need to play 3 more to qualify. So that's the reason why it might be expanded. But I don't know. Maybe CAF want to play the Under-17 AFCON. They will now organize a different qualifier for the World Cup. Are you getting me?
Mm-hmm.
Now a different qualifier for the World Cup. So they're deliberating on different things. But the good thing is that FIFA promised already that they're going to support them with what? With money. If they need to expand the tournaments. That is the good thing. This FIFA I'm talking about is a money-making FIFA. So
we both know now you understand what I'm saying now.
It's a money-making
everything is all about money. Once you have your money, Brian Villup, you get it done.
If 238, if Tinubu just say, I want to go to the World Cup, this is money, everything is going to be on ground and everything. My brother, and yeah, goes to the World Cup.
Once. They'll go.
So it was to do. So guys, these have been very, very wonderful, Saturday and Friday night out. And guys, we might be live on Sunday too, if we get signals from the Ghana game, so that we can be able to discuss that Ghana game too. And live feeds from Ghana game. Bring that to you guys live. So yeah, we want to ask a question.
Just quick something is it not better they should just hand over the Chan team to Ogumodede and Felix to just be in charge of the home-based team instead of Guavon? Guavon should just be in the I know, he should just remain in the technical committee department. He should just be there. You should just anything about coaching, you should just leave it.
The reason is this: if Guavon coach this team, nobody again, you can't say, he coach this person. You don't face for all national team. So this Chan, I'm not going to help you play this Chan. looking at the play, I'm yourself. So it's not problem.
That's what I'm saying. They should just answer off and let's go of it.
Do you think that if Ogumade they fail in this CHAN, that's also the end of the road for them? Yes, no?
I don't think they should give them a chance because I only see Ogumade and Fele as that has a future as a home base team coach. That okay, they know what they're doing. They're trying to improve more, trying to study abroad, make things work for themselves, trying to upgrade themselves. They should give them the opportunity. It's a home base, so at least give them the more time, the necessity, the resources they need. Let them build it. So that to me, that's what I say. I don't see them as it's better than do you know how many times they've given Landa Boso under 20 and he has failed and they keep giving him the chances. So what's the difference?
Yeah. So
what's the difference?
So, very eventful conversation today. I really enjoyed every moment of this conversation with you guys. Thank you for joining. Sola, thank you for actually showing up again.
Thank you.
Fantastic what conversation with you. Thank you for joining. So that is actually what caller from Germany. So guys, people have been asking me about the money. So the money is not there yet too, but you can buy stars now. Go on Facebook, go and buy stars. The post click on that stars. You can buy stars and send it to us. Don't worry, the dollar button is going back on as soon as possible. We are just arranging this channel. It was the other one just went off the radar, but this one is building too, and we are happy that we are growing. That's the most important thing. So thank you guys for actually joining. I might be seeing you as early as Sunday, for the Ghana game, if we actually would get live signals from that Ghana game. So, but definitely before Friday, hopefully, I'm telling you now, hopefully, the Super Eagles will have a new coach before next week Friday. Hopefully, I'm saying it now, hopefully, the Super Eagles will have a new coach before next week Friday. So, I just hope that everything work according to plan. Then when the new coach officially was announced, in fact, if they announce the new coach now, it's going to be the new coach. If I announce it now, I'll tell you that's Daindi the coach. So discussions have been going on. I can tell you, I can even show you one of their CV here. It did my WhatsApp. I can even show you one of the CVs here. I think that's actually what's going on with different parties. I hope that they can agree and appoint a new coach. That's what I hear. I'm not. I don't have direct access to the NFL president, but feelers I'm hearing around him, so that they're close to getting a new manager. And when they get a new manager, we're going to come here and dissect the new manager, and we have to do what? Line up too, that we hope that can bring success to that new manager. So, yes, I agree with you, Mr. Abiola, that Spain will be very good to scout players too. So thank you guys for another lovely Friday night, and I wish you all, I might still see you before Friday next week, but in case we don't get live feeds from the Ghana versus Nigeria game in Accra Sports Stadium, I will see you on Friday. So before then, I wish you guys Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. So don't forget, guys, that we're going to do our giveaway too, and also our trivia questions too. We already actually were doing that. We'll come on live on Instagram, do it, and also do some on YouTube. So that's what we're going to actually do for that trivia. So wake up. 2014 was poor for Nigeria. Yeah, we're going to wake up. Don't worry. Oh, thank you. Thank you I said thank you. Kalamso, Chief, thank you for actually joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you guys for showing up today. I'll see you again. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Thank you.